Hello my friends, I have a little test video for you today. I've been loving playing with my Polychromos color pencils, and one of the things I noticed is that they can tend to look really grainy, especially when I'm working on a really textured surface like this is my Watercolor Moleskine Sketchbook. And while I do enjoy that look of texture, sometimes I just want it to be a little more smooth. And I've been wondering if there was something that I already own that could help me smooth out these layers. So after I did some research online, I found out that some people use nail polish remover. And yes, I have heard of tons of other methods like olive oil, coconut oil, baby oil, everything like that. I didn't really want to use an oil, also I don't own baby oil, so I was thinking about other methods, and the nail polish just happened to be in my cupboard, so I thought I would give it a go. And I have to say, I was absolutely amazed. So to start off, I used a very tiny amount on a Q-tip, and I began really gently rubbing it into the darker areas because I knew I really wanted those to be smoother. And it was just magical. It instantly smoothed them out. I didn't even have to press hard or really rub it that much. It was like the first swipe of it across the colored pencil was instantly smoothed out. I did find it a little bit hard to control exactly where I was placing it because the Q-tip is not really a precision tool. Oh, and I want to point out that the first layer of colored pencil that you see here is actually like 3 layers of colored pencil, very, very light layers on top of each other. So I wasn't pressing hard with that colored pencil, I was just layering it slowly on top of itself, very, very light touch. So you can see tons of the paper showing through and getting that really grainy look. But instantly, after that first layer of nail polish remover blending, you can see how incredibly smooth it looked. And I have to say, it was a little addicting. At first, I was only going to do the front area, the trunk, and the shadow areas, but as I kept going, I realized how nice it looked, so I ended up doing the entire drawing. In the foreground, where I had that big grassy area, I had to use quite a bit of the nail polish remover because it kind of dried out really fast. But that was easy enough to just keep dipping it, although I did lose one Q-tip inside the nail polish remover jar, so that was kind of annoying because I only have 4 of these. But then I really wanted to test, could I come back in on top of this and continue to draw with the colored pencils? And the answer is absolutely yes. The next layer of colored pencil that I added showed up perfectly well. It was vibrant, it was very visible on top of that initial blend, and I wasn't even pressing that hard. One thing I'm not quite sure about is how light fast this will be or how archival it is, because technically the nail polish remover is breaking down the binder of the pencil and the pigments. So, that's obviously changing its properties. So if you are concerned about that, you will probably want to do lots of research about that. But this is just a sketchbook study, and you could always take photos of your original and sell prints of it if you were worried about that. I think I'm actually going to order some baby oil to be able to test it out and compare it, because Faber-Castell actually recommends baby oil because it's a paraffin oil to blend with their pencils. So since they're the manufacturer and that's what they recommend, I think it's worth giving it a try. However, this was kind of fun just because the fact that I already had this lying around the house and I could really easily create these beautiful blends, and it's super cheap. So after I finished drawing that second pencil layer on top of the blended layer, I decided to go back in and see if I could blend it even more. And it actually worked really well. There were no issues, and I found that it made it even more vibrant and more smooth. So I think that you could just continue doing this on top of itself over and over again. I mean, I guess it depends on how thick your paper is, but since this is technically alcohol, it dries really quickly and you don't have to sit around and wait for it, and you also don't have to fuss around with any strange oil properties. but I was just really happy with how vibrant it turned out. I wasn't sure if the alcohol would actually make it more dull or give it like a strange look in the end, but even just right now, if you compare the left side of the grass to the right side, you can see how deep the colors became. I hope you guys enjoyed this little test video. Coming up soon, I'm going to be releasing some drawing and painting tutorials, so keep an eye out for that. It's going to be a very comprehensive series covering pretty much every aspect of landscapes. So I hope you guys will enjoy that in the future. But for now, I hope you guys are staying well and healthy and stay inspired, keep drawing, and I'll see you again soon.